With the Schirmer tear test, you'll notice that there are 2 strips, as I said, in the sterile package. Note that they're labeled left and right for each eye to make it easier for measurements and recording once the procedure is complete. You'll also note that there are these blue lines on the strips, and what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pre-fold the strips at that line, so we'll actually create a notch in the strips when I take them out, and that will help me place the Schirmer tear test strips in the patient's conjunctival sacs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to very carefully, keeping them sterile, open up that package. So you can see I'll be able to grab the ends of these, and it's okay if I touch the ends of these because that's how I will be holding it and maintaining control for the test. Okay, now this patient is very cooperative, but you would typically have a restrainer restraining your patient to prevent the patient from turning around and trying to bite you. Now, when we do the Schirmer tear test, you are always going to be measuring both eyes, and the units that you measure them in is millimeters per minute. So once I get the test strip placed in the patient's conjunctival sac, we will leave it there for 1 minute to see how many tears they produce in that minute. Now my patient's happy laying down, so I'm going to leave her laying down as to make it less stressful for her. I'm going to start with her left eye, so I will take the strip that has the L, keeping it sterile. And now I'm going to place it, I'm going to gently pull down on my patient's lower eyelid, pull down on her conjunctival sac. I'm going to place that notch in the lateral part, the lateral canthus. You can see how they do try to resist because it does tickle. And once I have that in there, I'm going to gently keep her eyelid closed for 1 minute. And at the 1 minute mark, I will stop and see the measurement. Now, as the tears are being produced, you will start to see the fluid coming up on the strip. And it'll happen, you can see it's just starting to come up now. The blue dye is making its way up the strip. So it will continue to do so if she has normal tear production, and we will check back in 1 minute. So it has now been 1 minute for our measurement, and you can see here that the dye has now tracked up the strip, and we will get a better look at that once I remove it from my patient's lateral canthus. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to gently pull down, her conjunctival sac, and gently remove that. Now the reason that we're pulling down on that conjunctival sac is because we want to lower it so we can gently remove that strip to prevent any corneal damage. Now I would do both readings for both eyes, but since we're doing demonstration purposes, we're only going to do one eye. And here you can see that the blue dye has come to the 21 millimeter mark. So what we would write in the patient's file is that we did the measurement on her left eye and that it was 21 millimeters per minute, and then we would go and we would use the right strip on her right eye and do the same thing. And then we would report the results to the DVM.